Hello, greetings, my lovely friends. Whoopsie, let me get the mic in the right place. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mari Smith here, coming to you live from lovely sunny San Diego. How are you doing today? Awesome, I hope. We have another lovely session for you, brought to you in partnership with my good friends at Wave.video. Thanks for tuning in here today. Really happy to have you. So I've got some visuals, as usual. All is well. Good, good. Sweet. You're looking good, friends. They're like, wait, what? That's a two-way camera? No, it's not. Okay, so yesterday, if you were able to join us, awesome. If you weren't, the replay is right there on my page for you. And I talked about how to optimize video on Facebook for today. And the main thing is to make sure that you're optimizing for mobile. And I was showing off a wonderful tool that I've been using for a little while called Wave.video. Okay. You probably can't see that, but I'm going to move it out of the way anyway. There we go. My extra camera. So really happy to have you here with us. Here's what we're going to do. Share my screen in a moment. Part 2 of 2, optimize reach and engagement. We're going to talk about the Facebook newsfeed algorithms, the big changes, sweeping changes that Mark Zuckerberg, Adam Mosseri, head of newsfeed, and also Fiji Simo, head of video on Facebook, introduced a lot of different changes in the last few weeks. It's been a big year already, right? Here we are on the, what is today? The 30th. Hello, greetings, Sarah, Kim, Jan, Oliver, Diane, beautiful, Leslie, hiya, Shelby, good to see you all here. Perfect. All right, so here's what we'll do. As I said, share my screen, easy peasy, and we'll do a quick review. And any questions, pop them in there, my friends, because I'm happy to answer questions. I love Q&A. There we go. So, and let me take my overlay off because that, there we go. Makes it easier for you to see. And I'll make my camera just a teeny bit bigger. This is eCam coming to you from eCam Live today. Pop myself down in the bottom right there, and that I always configure my slides depending on what app I'm using. I love using Blue Jeans, the Blue Jeans app. That can actually give you up to 50 people on camera and 9 on display at any one time, similar to Zoom. But I use that in a lot of my private groups, and they always have it the top left. And so you have to configure your slides depending on what you're broadcasting. So my friends, let's dive right in. Part 2 of 2, optimize reach and engagement. What we did last week, feels like a whole week, right? No, yesterday, was optimizing your videos for mobile. I mentioned that. The main formats that Facebook calls them native. These are formats that are native to mobile. Square, right? We talked about how Square, Instagram really was the birth of Square. And then you've got Portrait, which has really taken up the whole screen. Stories as well. We're going to be doing a lot more with stories as the year rolls on, because you're going to be able to put ads in stories. I'm pretty sure you already can, certainly on Instagram. And as most everybody here knows, all of my fellow Facebook users, no matter what, Facebook has been absolutely aggressive in pushing stories on Facebook, right? No matter whether you like them or not, we had to get those stories on Facebook. And it's just another place to have eyeballs. It's another place where there's some moving content, videos or updates, live. You can put the little live there. And we talked briefly about Canvas. So it's a much more immersive experience with the full screen. You can insert square videos, all kinds of great things that you can pop into your Canvas. Then for sure, you want to be using Facebook Live regularly. I've got a little more on that coming up in today's slides. And episodic. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, Mari, how do I get my show on Watch? I want to get on the Watch platform. And right now it is available in the US only for now. It's definitely going to be rolling out worldwide. And it is available on desktop, mobile, and then the TV app. But Facebook looking for regular content, appointment TV, repeat viewers. So it's great to have an audience that's going to watch, you might get lucky and have like one viral video, 2 viral videos, or do a few lives that do well. But Facebook wants you to be doing well with your videos, recorded videos and live, VOD, video on demand, and your lives. Having a really loyal audience that shows up, that watches, that shares, that especially interacts and engages. And part of being able to do that and get more reach and engagement results is going longer, a little bit longer, I'd say like between 20 20 minutes in an hour. You can go 90 if you want. We're going to go roughly an hour today. I did go 90 last week, and I noticed that definitely impacted my reach. It got quite a bit more reach. And then we covered video ads. So if you're going to be making ads that are sometimes referred to as dark posts or unpublished posts, it's basically an ad. A lot of people just call it an ad, right? It's showing up in the news feed and only in the news feed or any of the different ad placements. Now you can do ads inside of Messenger, right? Unfortunately, you can't do video ads inside of Messenger. I'm saying unfortunately as a marketer, let me tell you, as a user, I do not want videos playing in my Messenger, right? Anybody else can anybody else relate to that? Hello, greetings if you just joined, tuning in. Thanks for being here. Do you guys know what I mean about the video, the ads? You're seeing ads in Messenger now. As far as I can tell, they're all link ads. There's no other kind of format. Facebook's experimenting with that. I think it's gonna be really, really interesting to see, if Facebook allows us to do video ads. And I got to tell you, from a marketer to a marketer and from a user to a user, recommendation, I would love to see ads in my Messenger that are speaking a different language, not just lumping all the placements together, but that are actually saying, hey, I know I'm showing up in your inbox right now, and just call it a spade a spade. So, yeah, anyway, there's lots can be experimented with there, and I'm going to be very curious to see if Facebook lets us do video ads inside of Messenger at some point. But for right now, my friends, I think that, yeah, I had face palm, right? You can do between 6 and 15-second ads for ad breaks. We talked about that yesterday in part 1 of this video training, brought to you in conjunction with partnership with my good friends at Wave.video. And you can have those 6 to 15-second ads inserted into the middle or beginning, because they are testing pre-roll of longer ads, other people's ads, right, that are being monetized. I do recommend you could test longer. Actually, there's a great example. If anybody here is familiar with iPhone Photography School, I don't remember the guy's name, my apologies, but sometimes I've seen his ads in my newsfeed, and they're like 6, 7, 8, 9-minute ads. They're long. I know our good friends over at Social Media Examiner. I've seen Mike Stelzner's ads. I see them on YouTube now, Mike. 8-minute video ads on YouTube. But advertising is, a trailer for the journey that those guys are doing over there. So sometimes, like, a 6 to 15-second ad to put in an ad break is just fine, pre-roll or mid-roll. To be eligible to be inserted. You want to be doing more of those, and that's what a great use of the Wave.video app is. But you can also test longer. Like I say, my good friend over there at, the iPhone Photography School. What I love about those is I will stop in my newsfeed. I'll stop and I'll actually watch the video. I can watch it fully with sound off. 80% of video ads are watched with sound off. So really take that into account when you're making your videos. I've got some tips for you on that coming right up. Okay, my friends, let's keep moving on here. Got some good content for you. Let's do a quick review of the Wave.video app, because it's such a cool platform. The things you can do here, as you see on my screen here, I'm highlighting the fact that you can do 6 formats, 6 different types of videos, all like you just build it one time, and then you're just going to click on any of those tabs to adjust slightly to optimize for these different formats. So landscape, square, mobile, Facebook cover, standard, and Instagram stories. Pretty nifty, huh? And my good friends at Wave are giving you a wonderful 30% off the pro plan or the agency annual plan. Just go to wave.video. We've got this code right here. I'm pretty sure I put it in the description too. WXA_30ART_Mari. I'm pretty sure it's case sensitive, so also there's a free trial. You can take it for a free trial and then go for the annual plan. It's amazing to be able to create lots and lots of videos, and especially if you're an agency, because you can do all kinds of different brands. 6 formats, so I mentioned that. Immediately resize, 2.5 million assets. Plus you can of course upload your own. Let me show you. Here's one I created already. Remember, if you were with me yesterday, Shout out to Shelly Sellen. She just gave me the example of a motorbike. I said, okay, challenge me. I love to be challenged. Just give me any subject and I'm going to make a quick video about it. And so I just searched in the video assets, because you could just go in here and you search videos or photos or images. Super easy. As I say, 2.5 million. So assets. So I just put go for a wild test drive today. I just made that up. I don't know if there's a website at awesomebike.com. And then today I just popped another photo in there. Field of Freedom. So just for fun, we could play that ad. Let's see if it goes. Yeah, there it goes. It might be just a teensy bit delayed because I'm now playing a video through a live. But that is a video, and then this is a still image. And the still images, so you can actually give them a little bit of movement, by the way, which I always recommend. Remember, it's the movement in our newsfeed. That's why I actually, like it or not, autoplay on video in the newsfeed is actually a really good feature, because it's the movement that catches the eye. If you can see my screen over here in the top right, towards the top, these are all the different motion effects. If you can see what's happening to that picture, that's just a still image of that bike. It's zooming in, or it's zooming away, or you can have it coming down or up or right or left. So you can have the movement. I usually like zooming in because it feels like you're kind of, the person watching is like moving towards the photo. So really cool thing. So we're looking at square format, but let's just say I wanted to make that into an Instagram story right quick, super duper easy. Just change the size of the text, move the video a little bit wherever I want it, and pretty cool stuff. So anyway, so you can do all that, video clips, photos, images. Actually, you can you can access 300,000 audio clips, but you can also upload your own custom branding, watermarks, add your own fonts, colors, logos. Pretty dang amazing. Take it for a test drive. Okay, so yeah, it's desktop only. I'm pretty sure I'm seeing some questions there. For now, it is desktop. Great question. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, it's Wave.video. There's no .com in there. Yeah. Andrew, that's awesome. You're loving Wave. Coolio. Yeah. Alicia, the promo code it's good for at least a week. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and take a test drive. Let's talk about, as I mentioned this in one of my lives last week, the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. It's not really an elephant, is it? Because we've all been talking up a storm, these sweeping newsfeed changes. And I just had to give this screenshot here a little love, because my good friend Larry Kim, I mentioned him yesterday with his fun unicorn versus donkey. Unicorn is your posts, your videos, your content that gets 10x reach and performance engagement. And Larry told me that he has this pinned to the top of his page. It's extremely well. It's a great choice of an image. But, I'm laughing, but not laughing. I'm laughing, but it's no fun, right? And that's part of the purpose of today's teaching, today's training, is like how we can take all that great video content we've created and get more mileage from it. So remember what Zuck announced on that fateful post on January 11th. This is what Facebook is focused on right now, is creating more meaningful social interactions. And very specifically, they said between people, not necessarily between people in pages, people in businesses, people in brands, people in news outlets. It's between people and people. And so we're going to be seeing, if you're not already, I noticed a difference literally overnight. Like I got up January 12th, the day after Zuck made his announcement, and immediately saw a radical difference in my newsfeed. And I know a few others did actually found the same thing. The cool thing, what I saw in my newsfeed on mobile and desktop, was a ton more video from pages. But the key difference, that was page videos being shared by people, by being shared by friends I hadn't seen for years. I literally had to click through and look at that little thing that says see friendship to just, like, wait, when did we meet again? Or how long have we been friends? And where did we meet? And so, oh, right. Okay. And obviously Facebook's going to continue tweaking the algorithm. That wasn't like overnight. That was the new algorithm in place. In fact, it's probably not really properly kicking in for another few days, if not a few weeks. We're definitely going to be seeing more content from friends, family, and groups. I thought this was fascinating, the fact that Zuck and company lumped groups in with the friends and family. So a few things I want to break down here before we go into some more slides. 1 second. Let's do this. I've got side by side right here, Zuck's comment followed by Fiji Simo's. So most everybody's probably seen this, I'm sure. Let me just go like this. Very good. January 11th, 4:30. Most everybody has read this. They've dissected it. They've broken it down, so on and so forth. But there's a few things in here that I wanted to bring back to our attention, to reassess in this conversation that I'm having right now, this two-part conversation around video marketing on Facebook, brought to you by my good friends, Wave.video, like I say, and myself. So I think there's a way you can stop those notifications from popping up on your desktop, I think. I don't mind them. They kind of flash up there. But when you're in the middle of talking, it's sometimes distracting, isn't it? I'm trying to zoom this up as large as I can. There, nice and big on the screen. Make sure that my video is not covering it up too much like I did yesterday. Come down one zoom. There we go. Now then, this part here. Watch this. As we roll this out, what are they rolling out? They're rolling out, remember that right there, the first changes you'll see will be in newsfeed. Now notice, the first changes you'll see will be in newsfeed. What does that imply? That implies there will be changes elsewhere. There'll be changes in our page, changes in profile, changes in groups, changes everywhere, changes on the watch platform. So, but first, newsfeed, where you can expect to see more from friends, family, and groups. Groups is a big emphasis, right? Last summer in Chicago, Facebook launched and fully hosted for about 300 group admins, the first ever community summit. Big time focused on empowering IRL, right, in real life groups who also have online presences and vice versa. And then coming up next month, as of February, in London, there's a community summit, and they're by application only, and I think it's by invite only or application only. And you can just see that Facebook's really focused on groups. So look at this in conjunction with what they see down here. Be held to the same standard. Yeah, so public content, meaning everything that and I got more slides coming up. You'll see I've got some great tips for you, because the public content is everything we share on our page. Okay, that's what he's referring to here. That's everything you publish on your page is public. I mean, unless you really reduce the audience, but you probably don't too much. So you'll be held to the same standard, encourage meaningful interactions between people, right? People chatting to each other as well. There are many tight-knit communities around TV shows. Oh, and sports teams. Put that nugget. This nugget right here is highlighted on your screen. Put that in the context of the fact that the other week, Facebook had the exclusive streaming rights for the 2-hour red carpet pre-Golden Globes, right? Not the Grammys. I don't know if they had any exclusives with the Grammys. And obviously those events are still mainstream TV exclusives. I don't know that those we'll see like Grammys or Golden Globes or Oscars or Super Bowl anytime soon giving exclusive rights to digital streaming companies or platforms. But the point that Zuck's making right here is the tight-knit communities, bearing in mind everything Facebook does is very strategic, and you can see retroactively, you'll look back over time and you're like, of course, that's why they made that change, or why they're focusing on groups, or why they had that community summit, or why they launched the watch platform. It's all coming together. And then in terms of being a digital streaming platform that has large groups of people watching the same event at the same time. One other component of exclusive streaming rights, Facebook bid on the India Cricket League. I don't know if you all know that or not, but India is very beloved. The Indian Cricket League is a very beloved cricket league and highly supported around the world. And this was last year, and Facebook bid $600 million for the exclusive streaming rights. And they lost out to Rupert Murdoch's group for something that it was over $2 billion. It was like $2.5 billion, right? So there's big money in exclusive streaming rights, isn't there? So then he says, we've seen people interact way more around live videos. That's great. Some news, right? So just yesterday when I was live, Zuck posted about local news, right? Sharing local news helps start conversations on important issues. Okay, that's a good thing, surely, I hope. And then he talks about the passive thing. Why are they bringing that up? What? Some people want to watch video passively or want to read their page updates passively. You don't necessarily want to do everything with a group, but maybe you do. See, maybe some of it you do. So that is what, Zuck is saying here. If we do the right thing, it'll be good for the community. Making news was I make all the points I wanted to on this public content and encourage meaningful interactions. Thank you for all the shares, people. I love you. Tighten up communities around TV shows and sports teams. I said that. Some news helps start conversations. Okay, I think I said everything I want to about that. But then I want to go roughly 1 week later. Fiji Simo, I mentioned, is head of video at Facebook, and that was January 17th. Just a week later. So that was like the Thursday. So Zuck's thing came out on the Friday, January 11th, wasn't it? I see. Cause I know you can't see these videos in the way that we used to be able to see them. Oh, you can if you hit escape. That's what I want to do. Hit escape. And then it goes like that so I can read it. So Fiji announces this new thing. We talked about it briefly yesterday, but it's called Watch Party. And Watch Party viewing experience, right? This is very much connected to Zuck, what he just announced about watching videos together, right? And that's going to increase reach and engagement. Now they're going to start out with groups. We're starting with groups, right? Starting with groups. That means probably the Watch Party will roll out maybe, site-wide, not just groups, maybe small groups of people, specific pages. Who knows? But for right now, and you can see again, tied into the community summit, tied into everything that Zuck's doing here, 1 billion people use groups every month to connect around their passions and hobbies, from foodies to dog lovers to sports enthusiasts to fans of video creators, so on and so forth. Okay, so we'll see where that goes. We'll see. It's been about personal connections, easy for people to interact in meaningful ways. As we think about video on Facebook, remember she's head of video, we're focused on creating experiences that bring people closer together and inspire human connection instead of passive consumption. Facebook is brilliant at phrasing their updates, and I love them all. They're great. I don't ever mean this in a negative way. Facebook has a tendency to choose an approach that makes it sound like they really are doing us all a favor. And in many ways they are. But I want to encourage you to kind of read between the lines and go, wait a minute, why are they really doing this? Oh, right. Of course, in order for Facebook to thrive, they have to keep making a profit. They have to be able to sell ads. They won't ever charge. There's always been rumors about that for like a decade. Will Facebook ever charge? And no, they won't. Zuck has always said that, but then he always said he wouldn't do pre-roll ads, right? And now here they're going to do pre-roll ads. So anyway, it's an interesting conversation. So more content from friends, family, and groups. Let's keep our eye on this. But please, my friends, do not abandon your pages in favor of groups. You want to do both and you can definitely use video in your groups. Okay. And then the bottom line is they want to ensure time on Facebook is time well spent. In other words, make sure that the users keep coming back and don't ever dare go anywhere else. So whoopsies, I had a nice effect on this. Let me do it. There it goes. What should Facebook business pages do now? Drum roll. Here we go, friends. To increase your organic reach, absolutely, out of the gate, even though, and there's different schools of thoughts out there, and I know even some of my own colleagues and peers in the industry are saying, video views is going to go down. You're not going to get as many reach and views on your video. Adam Mosseri came right out and said it. Adam Mosseri is the head of newsfeed at Facebook. But it's not necessarily like there's a caveat here, right? If you all of a sudden start posting way more video, but it's not the right kind of video, it's not really resonating with your audience, it's too salesy, too pushy, it's got engagement bait in it, it's got clickbait headlines, all of that is going to get reduced in the feed, of course. But if it's video that sparks conversations, sparks discussion and meaningful interactions, and people are sharing it and especially commenting on it, then absolutely, that's what you want to do with your videos. And if I come back to my good friends at Wave here, that's one of the things that I thoroughly enjoy about using their platform. As I mentioned yesterday, if I've got something that I want to share, and let's say I'm down here on my feed, let me reduce that down. There's a video that there's a post. Well, actually, I did have it on my screenshot a minute ago. Come along, lives. This guy right here. This was me sharing Fiji's update. And the update I'm talking about is video. I would never share a link post talking about video. That's a prime opportunity, right? And then all I did to create this video is to just go and search for, is this going to bring, yeah, my projects. This is just going to bring my projects. So let's just see where I just, oh, it's right here. Edit. I searched for like watch movie or something. Watch a movie, right? And then I got this fun little clip with these people. There drinking wine and eating popcorn, and you get the sense that this is a group of people watching something together. And as I mentioned yesterday, like look at that, 27,000 views. And then I'm going to show you in a minute later in my slides here about talking about video retargeting. Okay, so that's the beauty of being able to take video. And when I say more, I mean more than you're posting link, more than you're posting other types of content. Definitely going live more often. Again, more often than you are now. If you're already going live once a day, then that's plenty. If you're going live once a month, that's not enough. Try going live once a week. Check your frequency. Now then, in many different groups out there that I belong to, I am seeing a lot of discussion about posting frequency on pages. I'm very curious about your guys' experience on this one, because I think that it just depends. Okay, so I'm going to say less is more. And this has been my strategy for well over a year. I got to tell you, probably more like 18 months. Whereas in the past, let's say that I would post on average twice a day, even once a day, right? So 7 times a week. Now you say, Mari, that's not very much, once a day. But then I would reduce that further and I would be posting like 5 times a week, which meant I would be skipping a couple of days, of course. So it isn't about posting more often. It's about posting more relevant content that your audience loves, shares, reacts to, and specifically comments on and comes back to have back and forth dialogues. So one way you're going to want to obviously make sure is you respond to people, respond to audience comments. Now then, I do have a team. I have many folks on my team, and we have a lot of support. Juan right there, shout out to Juan, and he is one of my main team members that answers your private questions. If you inbox me on my page, more than likely Juan is the main one that will chat to you. I do my best anytime I've ever done my lives, then I will come back and I'll reply to questions. Even if I've answered your questions on the live, there's still going to be some 30-40% of the views will be from people watching the replay, and they don't necessarily know. They might only watch first 5 minutes or the half of the replay, and they don't know if they're looking through the comments that they've been answered. So best you can, you want to come back and type right the actual audience comments to your audience. Another thing organically is to encourage people to messenger you. So if you have a bot connected, maybe ManyChat or ChatFuel, my good friend Larry Kim has a new one out called Mobile Monkey. I'm going to be sharing a bit more about that later in later lives. But for right now, it's just, there's some really cool things you can do with Messenger. You can hook up your bot. You can do those comment triggers where you can just tell people to put a specific keyword or key phrase in the comment, and that triggers a message to them. It's really clever, really clever. In fact, I've actually been on the receiving end where someone has set up that you get a response in Messenger anytime you comment on any video, which I thought was cool. I've only seen one page do that, not like a comment on a lot of pages, but I got this. It was like, hey, Mari, thank you so much for your comment. It really means a lot to us. And I'm like, that was it. And I was like, dang, that's kind of cool. That felt meaningful to me, right? So something like that you could do. And then it's really, really important, of course, all said and done, you've gone to these great lengths of making beautiful videos, and you've put them on your wall, or you've made, obviously if you've made an ad, you've got budget. You've put budget towards it, but I'm just talking predominantly about the organic. So whether it's live or the actual created videos that you're uploading, you're going to need to allocate a promotional ad budget. Okie dokie. Let's look at some tips for better reach with your video. This is specifically for video we're talking about. Video is still the top performing content on Facebook. Combination of video and live. You want to capture attention immediately. Now, I used to, back in the day, when 2.5 years ago, when Facebook Live first came out, I might just kind of chit chat a little bit, welcome people, mention them by name. I love doing that. I love doing that anyway, but sometimes I have to curb that propensity inside of myself till a little bit later in the live, so that right out the gate in those first few seconds, I'm saying, boom, looking at the camera, Mari Smith here, coming to you live from San Diego. Today we're going to talk about how to improve your organic reach on Facebook. Just try to get started right away, because if you don't grab people's attention right away, they can kind of sign off. And you can see by that chart of where people have been engaged, how they're engaged. I highly recommend including some text and visuals. This today I'm using a simple app, which is for Macs. It's called Ecamm. The same guys that made the Skype recorder. It's for Macs only, and ideally powerful Macs. I wouldn't do them like a MacBook Air. It uses up quite a bit of resources, but it's a super duper app. You've also got apps like BeLive.tv, Zoom, Blue Jeans, Wirecast, lots of great streaming apps out there. And all of them allow you to share your desktop. So when you're sharing your desktop and you have visuals, always remembering that people are also watching. A lot of people watching on a little wee small screen. So you don't want a lot of small text. And you'll see when I do that, if I'm, I was sharing Fiji's update or Zuck's, I just use, like on a Mac, I would Command plus to kind of zoom in, so that if you are reading the text, try to make it so that you can see. But I put as few bullets as I can on my slides. This is a great way to do videos. You want to include lower thirds and text overlay. Another little peek at my Wave friends here. Let's see, I got a few windows open. Let me go back to this one right here. That's fine, because if you can see this, the very bottom left of your screen, right? You can probably see my mouse down there in the bottom left. These little blocks, as they're called, little blocks, you can easily drag and drop them, resize them, put transitions. They got a lot of different transitions. But what I like to do is maybe go 1 second or half a second with no text, so that when the video plays, it's going to look like that. It's like there's a split second and then the text appears. And you want to time it. Like that might be not long enough. You want to make sure there's enough time to read it. And you can just drag that around. It's super easy. This makes it so easy with the text overlay. And you don't want it too large, because the 20% text rule on images and videos still is in place. Facebook just kind of relaxed it a little bit, but you won't get as much reach and performance if you have a lot of text on your video or images, right? Like if I was just going crazy and I decided, okay, I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to put that in the middle, that just would be silly. I would not do a video with text that big. So you want to make it legible, but still that it's not dominating. Okay, that your video, the content of the video is what's standing out, just speaks for itself. And as they say, a picture can say 1,000 words, right? So, and as I mentioned yesterday, by the way, it's a super cool thing, because you've got all your brands in here, and I can change that up. And these are just swatches, as they call them. So I can change up the different colors and, for my own brand colors, and then the different fonts as well. Pretty cool. So you always want to include some text overlay when you're making your videos. so that the people watching in the newsfeed can consume the content with the sound off, up to 80%. I mean 80, it is 80% of video ads in particular are watched with sound off. You want to add captions. Now, take note, my beautiful friends, you've got that's three, two awesome caption resources. Actually, there is a third one, because the third one is Facebook's own, right? If I go in here, let me just grab one, pretend I'm going to put captions. This one is music only, but let me just pretend that this is one I'm going to add captions to. You just click the three wee dots, click edit post. Can only be done on desktop. You cannot do this on mobile. Then you've got your blurb there and your captions and your tags. Anybody notice a little weird thing with tags? Tags, it used to be you could only select tags that were already there, but now you can create your own tags. But even if you've already created them, it doesn't select them again. Big bugs right now, big bugs in the tags. So I would say the first methodology, if you have a short video, is you go in and you go generate. Now, a hot tip for you, I'm giving away all my secrets today, ha ha ha. If you, like this, I would go like this. I did this with yesterday's video. I'm just going to go, greetings, friends, spell it right, Mari here, sharing hot video tips, and then hit the next one and just give that, I give it a little more seconds than it does. So I might just even if that's not exactly what I said, it's close enough. And I would put maybe 30 to 60 seconds worth of captions. Right, and then you hit save to video. I'm not going to do that right there, and then you save it. So, but if it's long and Facebook's already generated the captions, there's no speaking in this video, so it's not going to show me. But if it's longer and it's generated it and it's really not accurate, that's the part where you're like, okay, for some of your important videos with speaking and or your lives, once you're done, you're going to want to take the video and put it to Rev.com as the most accurate captioning service that I know about. There's probably many others out there. What I do is I will download the video from Facebook, upload it to YouTube, may as well put it over there, and go ahead and put it to Rev.com. Now then, hot tool that you may not be aware of, pricing. Pricing is significantly more competitive and more affordable than Rev, is Trint. Trint.com. Ta-da! I know you love your resources. You love new resources. Spell it right. Trint.com. This is a nifty. I think these guys might be out of the UK. Did I see they were out of the UK? Shout out to you guys. I love you. So whereas Rev.com is $1 a minute, right? Which obviously $60 an hour. Check this out. $12 an hour. You can go and see their pricing. You have all different plans. So if you, depending on how much transcription you do, you might just do $15 an hour pay as you go. But you can get it all the way down to, 12 an hour if you really do a ton of transcription. They use AI, so it's artificial intelligence, and it's going to transcribe. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but they have a really nifty interface to go in there and clean up the transcripts. Really, really nice. I've used it a few times, and on the free trial, I think they give you 30 minutes for free. It's really nice. So check that out, my friends. Nifty. Oh yeah, Kiki makes an interesting comment here. I know exactly what you mean. I'm going to pop that up on here just for a second. Kiki's saying that her Facebook generated captions never save. Kiki, I've experienced that as a bug. I have definitely seen that on Facebook, and I know exactly what you're talking about. It's extremely frustrating if you've done a bunch of editing and then you go to hit save and it just kind of bombs out on you. It's really annoying. But I know it's a bug, and one tip I'm going to recommend for everybody. I always have lots of tips for everybody. Let me go like this. Go back over here. What I'll do is, let's just pretend this is alive again, I think. I think my stream stopped for a second, but it's come back. It should hopefully have come back. We had a little interruption there. So I will go like this, and I'll go edit post, and I'll do whatever editing on this one tab. I'll put the title, the tags, the description, whatever I want here, tag my partner if I'm with a branded partner, and then I hit save. So I've saved all that. Then I come back a second time and I go to do the captions. Sometimes the generate button is not there. They've been having some bugs. They definitely have had some bugs lately. So yeah, I think we had a little. I'm going to keep charging on and hopefully we're still streaming. Experiment with your length. VOD is video on demand. That's everything you create in your Wave video app. That's what I mean by VOD. These are videos that are uploaded. Or it could be a live, right? It could be a live that you've finished. Once it's finished, it's on demand. Test even to get better reach, testing out your day and your time, right? If there's a lot that has suddenly, grabbed people's attention in the middle of, like, I guess, what was it, Sunday night was the Grammys. I think I went, now then. Yeah, I think it keeps stopping and starting. I don't know what it's like on your end. That's unfortunate. That is really annoying, isn't it? You never know if it's Facebook, if it's the app, if it's the internet connection. There's so many aspects here to take into consideration. When I think what happens is the connection drops out and then it just kicks back in again. Yeah, I think it's keeping me live. I don't think it keeps bopping back and forth. Is it stopping and starting, Sandy? Yeah, we're full of bugs. No more bugs. I got more slides to share. Come on, you people. All right, let's keep going and see if we can get it to cooperate. There we go. Test your date and time. And then the last time on tips for better organic reach is encourage engagement in a non-baity, I made that word up, a non-baity way. Saying, what do you guys think? Or what have you experienced? Or especially when you're live. I've been doing that quite a bit here today, right? Oh, hi, Daniel. Daniel says it's Facebook. Knock it off, Facebook. They're probably doing a bunch of lives. I know. They need to just really speed it up. The max you can stream on Facebook right now is 720. They are definitely testing 1080. My good friend Dave Foster over at Live Streaming Pros tells me some pages can stream in 1080. And then eventually, just like YouTube, we will see streaming in 4K. But Facebook was late to the game. Facebook was very late to the streaming game. And I think in a lot of ways they're playing catch up. So, YouTube is definitely a little ahead, a lot, years ahead, but Facebook's in catch up mode. So better conversion. Let's talk about this part too, because it's important. You've done all that work. You've created a beautiful video. Doesn't take much work inside of Wave.video, but you've created your video. Maybe you've created different versions. I love to do that. I will go ahead and I'll do, like I mentioned yesterday, I think, okay, let's do a square version. And then, that's going to do great on Instagram. We'll do it on Facebook as well. And then, you know what? Let's test the Instagram story version. Wow, this is doing really well. We have a whole campaign we're launching. I'm going to make a Facebook cover video out of it. And you can just, adjust as you need to, move the video wherever you want, move the writing to wherever you want to make more sense, add a bit more writing as you got more space. Really cool things you can do there. So, make sure we're still broadcasting. Always include a CTA, call to action, and a link, okay, in the comments. You'll see yesterday when I did my part 1, and I actually, oftentimes I'll put a call to action right up front and a link. But invariably, I'll also go back in and I just double check. Actually, I need to change that slightly and make sure that is a URL, a proper URL. If I go Wave.video, it doesn't automatically turn it into a URL. I need to put the W's in front of it. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, so I'll just hit save on that. Yeah, I think it is Facebook. Watch this. Maybe we're going to break Facebook while we're live today. No, don't do that. So your call to action, right? So there I'm making a special offer, putting a call to action. But if you're doing a live, you can definitely do that. What I invariably do with my lives is I will write out what I want to have in the description on a sticky note or a text pad, and then I will just copy and paste it right into whatever app I'm using. Ideally above the fold, but above the fold meaning above the more button. So people don't have to click more to see that you've got a link down there. Always test it. Test on mobile and desktop to see where your call to action, your link actually goes. Then you can include a CTA button. Now then, back in the day, when Facebook first brought out videos, they let us put the button in on organic videos. And then all of a sudden they took it away. And the only way to get a call to action button is if you pay Facebook. Okay. So I do have my ninja trick. I mentioned this. I sometimes mention it and I will mention it again, and just in case the first time you're hearing it. What I will do is this. Actually, I think I still need to do it with yesterday's video. This is the only time I tend to use the boost button. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to pretend I'm going to, don't tell Facebook. I'm going to pretend I'm going to boost it. And I might do this on my Pages Manager app or my Facebook Ads Manager. You can do it on mobile easily. And then I'm going to go here. I'm going to go learn more or sign up. Usually I like learn more. Learn more is a good one. And then I'm going to put where I'm going to put this. It's going to be Wave.video in this particular example. And then, you might grab the audience, put some budget behind it, even if it's $10 or $100, whatever the money is, whatever the budget is, not hugely critical at this juncture. But the main thing is you're going to have your video is going to show up like this now with the video title. So make sure the title's the way that you like it, and then your button. And then you go ahead and you're going to hit boost. And as soon as Facebook approves it, you just pause the campaign. Because he's like, why would you do that, Mari? You'll see in my next slide. Why? Because I like to get maximum organic reach before I turn it into an ad, before I pay for it. So get your CTA button going, get all your boost all set up, get it going with the button. Actually, sometimes I've seen it even before I actually made an active ad. It still keeps the CTA button. Then really, really importantly, friends, is don't just do kind of like a one-off. Integrate your videos, your whole video content approach, including your live, as part of a much broader marketing mix campaign. So it's not just one and done. You're not just going to do one video, or sometimes people call it spray and pray, right? It's really part of a well thought out campaign that includes multiple parts of Facebook, like your group, possibly your profile, and certainly your page, and some ads and some organic, definitely video, and then also whatever other platforms you use, be it Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, and then also email. You definitely want to be collecting email addresses, following up with email, probably some blogging or podcasting, lots of different ways to really expand your approach to marketing. So the pay to play, the Mari method, some of you know this already. Just review what I'm talking about here. This is why I pause that. Like if I pretend like I'm going to go to boost, I get my call to action button, and then I deactivate the campaign temporarily, because I am going to come back and do some ads. So I'm going to allow up to 24 hours. Sometimes it's longer. Sometimes it might be several days. But you want to, if it's still getting some organic reach and views and traction and comments, then I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to keep riding that organic. And then I'm going to go ahead and go into Ads Manager. And you want to show the ad algorithms that you're more sophisticated, that you're not a novice advertiser. If all you ever do is use the boost button and boost to your fans only, and that's it, you're showing the ad algorithms that you're a novice advertiser. You're giving Facebook money, and yes, you're probably getting more reach. You should definitely be getting more reach, but you will be a more sophisticated advertiser if you use the Ads Manager. Facebook actually says take roughly 10% of your ad budget on the boost button, the other 90% in the Ads Manager or Power Editor if you use it. And then my methodology is you don't just put your whole budget all at once and just bet on the whole horse race. You take your total budget for that particular promotion and you're going to split it up. In this case, I just give an example. Let's say you had $300 for one particular post to amplify the reach. Started out with $100. Let it ride. And what happens is you're kind of pressing the accelerator or the gas, if you will, the gas pedal, and showing the algorithms, oh, we have this person's using Ads Manager. You'll see in a minute, I'm also going to recommend the Pixel and the custom audiences. You'll start to get more organic reach. Your organic reach is going to go up somewhat commensurate with you spending some money. Okie dokie. And then custom audiences, and then retarget video views. Now then, just the other day, I was going here and I'm like, look at this. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm showing you here my post. So you can see, I just do videos so often. Oh, there's just a straight post, 21,000. Yeah, you can just see, this is the one we're doing right now. 66 and 110,000. That was a good one. We got way over 65,000. Oh, we almost made to 100,000 there. That was just, see, that's a status update. That was very timely. You could see that. That was when you get the timing just right with some breaking news. Sometimes it doesn't even matter what format you use because it just kind of has a life of its own. But my point is with my cover video, I was looking at my cover video and I'm like, look at that. I could create a, Facebook, they don't want you to close out. Yes, cancel it. I was just pretending for now. That my cover video has a lot of views. A lot of views that I can then go and create a custom audience based on, people who, well, you can do a custom audience based on, what did I see on here? 15,000 views on my cover video. That was created in Wave.video. It's really fun. So then when you're going into your ads manager, you have an audience of people who have viewed your video content. I would recommend 10 seconds or more. The default is 3 seconds, but that could just be an autoplay going by in the feed. So try to get it a bit more than that. And then let me show you some advanced tips. As I say, Facebook knows if you really know what you're doing with ads, or you're just, all you ever do is hit the boost button. So you want to install the Facebook Pixel. We don't have time to go really in depth in that today, but learn about the Facebook Pixel, install that on your website. You're going to be tracking conversions, tracking traffic, and then retargeting, using the retargeting, using custom audiences. That means uploading your email database, or I love all the engagement custom audiences. You can target people that have saved your post. Let's say you have a bunch of kind of stealth people that they follow your page, they never interact. Maybe they're not even liked your page, but they save your posts. You can retarget those folks and have them maybe, click over to your website, opt in, do a lead ad, do a messenger ad. And then, like I say, it's part of a bigger campaign. It's not just trying to do one thing and master marketing with just one piece of content. Not terribly likely. Also expanding your audiences with what are called lookalikes. And you do go to Facebook. I've got this seed audience, this core audience. These are my customers. These are my best paying customers. Hey, Facebook, find me more people like that. That's what a lookalike is. Awesome. Definitely use Ads Manager. And then traffic conversion, products and or leads are great objectives to show Facebook that you're a more sophisticated advertiser. And with that, you could very well see your organic reach increase. So, two-part training brought to you by my friends at Wave.video. Yesterday, optimized for mobile. Today, optimized reach, engagement, and results. And remember to go to Wave.video and you can save 30% on either an agency or a pro annual plan. And let me actually, just for the heck of it, I want to show you something right here. Then I'm going to get to your questions. We've got a few more minutes left here, and I want to definitely answer some questions for you, my friends. I'm just going to incognito because I'm already logged in on the other one. I want to go to their main page. Actually, if you just go to Wave.video and you just read through the page, their homepage is super explanatory. All the formats of the video, you can upload your own media, apply effects with instant preview. I love the instant preview feature. And then the stock, as I say, uploading your own text overlay, super duper easy. Combine as many clips as you want, easy peasy drag and drop, catchy music, strong, powerful call to action. I love that they've built that right in there. Super duper easy. And, oh, there's a comment for me. Wave. But I want to do this, and I'm going to show you those options with the pricing. So you've got the annually, as always, in every SaaS company, every company that it's a subscription, you always save money when you go the annual plan. And so with the Pro, you get one brand But with the agency, which if you are a virtual assistant or a social media specialist or definitely any kind of an agency that produces content, so you create content or you want to get into that arena, there's definitely a need for more folks in that arena to be able to create beautiful, professional, quality content for content marketing. Then this, the agency plan is amazing because you've got up to 20 brands here that you can then and that's where you can have all the different logos and colors and fonts. Okie dokie. So either of those plans will get you the 30% off if you do the annual. It's a crazy good deal. It's amazing. I love it. Any questions on that? Let me know. I know that my friends at Wave are here in the room with me. So if you got questions, they can help you too. And then let me get to some of your questions. Just before, I know why I've done that. Let me do this. And I can put your name up in lights. I love doing that. Yeah, there's only 2 third-party Facebook Live platforms that I know of that lets you put the comments up on the screen. One is BeLive.tv and one is the one I'm using today, which is Ecamm Live, and that's with 2 M's, ECAMM. The wave code, thank you for asking. And I can make these bigger or smaller. It's pretty cool. Hey, Wendy, I can put your comment over here. The wave code, yeah, I know. It is WXA. I'm pretty sure I have it in the description here too, but if you want to write it down, I know people are watching in different ways, as I say. So do it. Be nice. Keep streaming. We're almost done. Now I've got your comment over it. There you go, Wendy. Uppercase WXA. It's kind of a long code, but it's magical. It's a magic secret code. WXA _ 30 ART _ MARI. Okie dokie. Thanks for asking. All right, go back over here. Other questions? Facebook. Well, Daniel over at Wave said that Facebook's having some streaming problems. It could be, I don't know. Anywho, hopefully this has made it somewhat seamless for the replay. Thank you, Donna. Thanks for putting that in there. Donna, you're the best. Donna Payne, shout out to you. Appreciate it mucho. Ecamm is a $30 one-time fee, and BeLive.tv, their prices are as low as possible, but I do have a special coming out soon that will give you just an extended free trial. But they have a free trial, 14-day free trial over at BeLive, and they have great pricing anyway. Yeah, Mandy, of course. This is a Facebook Live, so as always, it's immediately available on a replay. So the link that you just commented on, Mandy, that is the replay. As soon as I hit finish broadcast, you'll get the replay. Yeah. Oh, hi, Foods Naturas. Oh, Social Media Marketing World 2018. I am talking about what is working on Facebook now. A little bit of the future of Facebook. I'm going to give you a sneak peek into some really cool things. Yeah, and Kathy said vMix for Windows. I have invested many thousands of dollars in a new PC, a new camera, a new tripod, and vMix. So I am going to be just soon. My good friend David Foster at Live Streaming Pros helped me to get that set up in another part of my house here, my home studio. And that's what I'm switching to. I'm actually not going to be streaming from a Mac anymore. I'm going to stream from Windows and use vMix. Oh, Robin, any way to boost on a personal page? There used to be. Do you all remember that? Anybody here remember a few years ago for something like $7 to boost slightly? It's really acting up today, dang nabbit. Elevate the reach on your personal profile. They took it away. Robin. And I think the reason being is that they might have seen that, it's potentially open, not to abuse per se, but it was more open to marketers thinking, well, shoot, why would I bother using my page when I can use my profile and boost to my friends? So they took it away. So it's just better to combine with your page. Yeah, Kathy says she can remember that. I know, new toys, girls with their toys. Hi, Richard. Okay, so the reason why is that I am using the branded content feature. So if you're featuring a third party company, sponsor, it's the same as like on television. You know how you have to, it's full disclosure. You have to say, this was brought to you by, Wave.video is a partner of mine. We have partnered up on this program here. I'm making a special offer on their behalf. So I need to disclose that. And that's why Facebook used to say sponsored when you use the little branded content. Everybody should have that now. At first, it was only to public figures with the blue check verified status, but I'm pretty sure every page now has the branded content. And it's the little handshake icon. And then when you put the partner that you're working with in their page, you tag their page, it used just a little off-putting. I don't care for it. I think they could come up with a better word. Sometimes you get paid, sometimes you don't. It just depends on the arrangement. But anyway, Richard, that's what it is. I think this is still acting up on me. It's really bouncy. Bouncing. Thanks for hanging. Yeah, it's really struggling. I think we're probably in the middle of breaking Facebook right now. There's just, I think we've overloaded the Facebook live stream or something. But my definition, okay, video bait, it's more called engagement bait. So if you were saying like comment to vote, Facebook, when they first brought out this announcement, they had some clear distinctions around what that meant. Let's see if I can get it up in front of us right quick, if this thing will behave long enough. And I do have to jump off shortly, but does it keep freezing, Lisa? It's just annoying. Yeah, exactly, Kathy. I know. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this to pull up. I see your question there, David. David, what are my thoughts, pros and cons on video headers? I'm not sure what you mean by a header. Do you mean just like an overlay? Or do you mean like a pre-roll? I'm going to share my screen again in a minute here. I want to answer Lisa's question. Okay, good. Got the post up that I want to share, Lisa. Let me do this, and I'll leave your question up there so people can see what we're talking about. There it goes. Okay. So the baiting that Lisa's talking about, I made it, see, as always, I make a video, I made a video post about it. But this is a great post. December 18, I brought that out. So engagement baiting, the different types, there's the types. You're baiting them into reacting, commenting, sharing, tagging, or voting. There's 5 different types. And as a way to bump the post to the top of the feed, it's kind of trying to game the system. And Facebook showed you some examples. So here's one. Comment yes if you love rock as much as I do. Let's see if I can just get this video to play. I made this video in Wave. So like this if you're an Aries, or love this if you're a Leo. Okay, so that's what's called reaction baiting. And then comment baiting is comment yes if you love rock as much as I do. Could you see how it's a little shallow, it's a little superficial, it's not meaningful. That's the difference between getting people to engage versus it being just baity, like that one. Share baiting is if you say share with 10 friends for a chance to win a new convertible. If only, right? If only. Besides, you can't have share with friends as a call to action. A content entry. And another one was the tag baiting. Okay. So hopefully that clarifies, Lisa and everybody else. That's what's meant. It's just trying to get people to respond versus having something meaningful going on there, Yeah. Now then, watch this. If I have a large comment, I can size that down. I'm going to get BeLive to do something similar. I'll put Amanda's over there. It's a little smaller, but I'll read it for you. So she says, I'm finding this video training really helpful. High five. Thank you. As I will be launching my makeup and cosmetics company for mature women. Oh, great. Talk to me. I think I'm mature. Can you recommend what the best camera to use in lighting as I'm overwhelmed with what's out there? Oh, Oh, yes, yes, yes. I can. Amanda and everybody else, video gear list, free download. Go to mariasmith.com/fblive. I have a video gear list that you can download. Amanda, okay, just mariasmith.com/fblive. And now then, in that video gear list, I recommend the one that I'm using here today, which is a Sony a6000. You will need a little gizmo, a little Blackmagic Ultra recorder, mini, it's the mini recorder. But depending on how much streaming you're going to be doing, there are other cameras out there that might be better. The one that I'm moving up to, thanks to my recommendation of my good friends at Live Streaming Pros, is by Blackmagic, and it's designed for streaming. It has an audio input. The thing I don't care for the Sony a6000 is it doesn't have an audio input. So sometimes, excuse me, swallowed the wrong way. Gosh, trying to do too many things at once, drink and talk. And the one thing I'm not keen on is the lack of audio input, meaning that my mic here is a separate input from the camera. So there will be times, depending on the internet connection and the lag time, where my voice may not be fully synced with my video. So I'm going to recommend you probably want to get a camera that has an audio input. I'll be recommending more about that coming. Okay, friends. No worried. Oh, hi, David. I see what you're saying. I might have referred to cover video. You mean a Facebook header? The cover video? You may have referred to cover video. Okay, yeah. I love them. I mean, I've had a cover video for a while. That's one of the beauties of using the Wave.video app, is that you can create just perfect size, perfect dimensions, no need to mess around with it. And you can have up to, remind me somebody, 2 minutes, 90 seconds. It's long. I think it's like 90 seconds minimum. I love them. I love going to Facebook pages that have videos up top. Yeah, Shelly. It seems to have stabilized a little bit now, but man, that's annoying when that happens, isn't it? All right, my beautiful friends. I think there's some good things. Oh, Damien. Hi, Damien. Yeah, was the reason my reach tanked because of the January 12th announcement? Yeah, unfortunately, Damien. Yeah, January 11th, I think it was. Well, his post was on the 11th, and then Facebook's official, I think, was on the 12th. But yeah, unfortunately it is. So hopefully you got some tips for today. I don't know if you've been with us the whole way, but go back through and watch the beginning there, where I was making a lot of great recommendations for what you can do to overcome these new changes. Yeah. Okay, so great. Oh, Sandra, you're going to use Wave for your Facebook ad. Yeah. The nice thing too is you can make a lot of different versions. Oh yeah. On that note, I'm going to leave you with this. This is a really good point to make, as Sandra's talking about the ads there. So let's say I'm doing a square and come back to my motorbike ad here. Let's say this is a video ad for Facebook, and I decide, okay, let me try a slightly different video. I can go to my projects, and here is the one we're working on right now, the motorbike. I can click on these 3 wee dots, and I can just go duplicate. I can duplicate that exact video exactly as it is, and then maybe I'm going to just tweak one thing, maybe just the opening words. Maybe on another version I'll switch out for a different video, a static image, and put the motorbike video second. So that's a really great way to make multiple ads inside of Wave. Pretty cool stuff, eh? Okay, my beautiful friends. I know it is. You're right, Shelly. You can claim that. It's our motorcycle ad. That was Shelly that gave me the motorbike yesterday. Excellent. Okay. Okay, my friends. I need to run. I can see a lot more questions here. I will do my level best to come back and answer some more of them for you. You've been an amazing group. I love you. Thanks for coming to play today. Hope you Just as soon as I'm about to sign off, it stops. For a test drive, save 30% on the Agency Pro. And there's our code right there, WXA_30art_Mario. We've got it in the description above. Any questions at all, let me know. I'd be happy to help you. Have a blessed rest of your day, afternoon, morning, evening. Goodbye. I love you.